Okay, so here are the 5 YouTube automation tips for beginners. Number 1, use VidIQ to analyze keywords. Number 2, make videos at least 8 minutes long. Number 3, post consistently. Number 4, optimize your title for proper search engine optimization. And number 5, consistent content. Okay, now let's go into a little bit more detail. So when you're starting YouTube automation, you need to have some kind of a software that is going to tell you what you should be going for. In this case, in my case, I use VidIQ. VidIQ is a great app, and this is how it looks on the inside. For example, you can search here yoga, and you can see that this is not so great of a keyword to target because yes, it has great search volume, but the competition is very high. On the other hand, for example, keyword YouTube automation, which is something that I'm targeting, is a great keyword because it has good high search volume, 800,000, and the competition is very low. So this is what I'm targeting. Now you want to use VidIQ to figure out whether the keyword that you want to target is good or not. By the way, when you're going to be signing up to VidIQ, you can use my affiliate link, which is down in the description. It doesn't cost you anything, and I'm going to make just a little bit of money. So hey, why not help each other? So I highly recommend getting VidIQ. It is super helpful. The second tip is to make videos at least 8 minutes long. And why is that? Well, because you will be able to add your mid-roll ads. Here we can have it directly from YouTube. When you upload videos that are 8 minutes or longer, you can enable ads during the middle of the video, known as mid-rolls. What this basically means is that if your video is longer than 8 minutes, you can have ads not just in the beginning at the end, but also in the middle, which can significantly increase your revenue that you get from YouTube AdSense. The third tip is to post consistently. Now, don't take it from me. Take it from the man himself, Graham Stephan.
We've never missed a Sunday upload.
Yeah.
And I make sure that. Same with the second channel. And has it been, I think it's like 4 years. We've not missed a single posting.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. I remember I had tonsillitis for an episode on the second channel. I was bedridden. I was like completely destroyed. And I texted Graham. And this is by the time I had already assumed all responsibility or all back end of the second channel. I couldn't do it. Right. I was like destroyed. And then Graham's like, all right, that's fine. And he just took care of it. Graham edited the entire video. I think he stayed up like really late to bang it out. And I was like, wow, this is like, I really appreciate it.
But that's what it takes. If you want to get good at it, there's no excuses. You just got to get it done. I take a lot of pride in that. Never being late, always following through on that. So things like that, I lead by example. It's never something where I'm like, oh, Jack, you're doing that. And then I'll be the one like falling behind. Like I'm always, I'm willing to do anything. So if there's something that falls behind, I'll do it.
There we go. We heard it from Graham itself. So he never missed an upload in the last 4 or 5 years of his channel running. So what I recommend you do is you come up with a sustainable strategy. What Graham recommends is 3 videos per week, and then you just chip away at it day in and day out. And this is what I've been doing over the past 2 months, and I can tell you that I've been seeing pretty good results so far. Tip number 4 is to optimize your titles for proper search engine optimization. So this relates back to this VidIQ tip about, which keywords you're going to be targeting. So in my case, I'm doing YouTube automation, and if you take a look at the type of content I'm doing on my channel, you can see that pretty much every video has that keyword. And why is that? Well, because this is optimizing for search engine optimization. You are playing by the rules of the algorithm, right? The algorithm wants to know what this video is related to. And the algorithm is so smart. It takes into account your title, your description, the words you're saying in your video, what is being shown in the video, etc. And also, of course, the most important thing is the feedback from the audience, etc. So this is very important, but you want to make sure that you're optimizing your videos properly for search engine optimization. And then the 5th tip, which I unfortunately had to learn the hard way, is consistent content. Do not jump from one thing to the next. Stay in your niche. Now, why is it that I learned it the hard way? Well, let me show you. So I used to post videos about drop servicing, drop shipping, and that was because I used to do that myself. I used to do e-commerce, and I would also make YouTube videos about that, kind of capturing my journey along the way and sharing with you guys here on YouTube. But then something happened. Well, what happened? I sold my drop servicing business. I was kind of a little bit tired of e-commerce and I wanted to go full-time on YouTube. And until I discovered that you can actually do YouTube automation and create content and make videos about making content, which is kind of cool, I was very much into yoga at that time. I discovered yoga, I fell in love with it, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna make content about yoga. And that was before I discovered VidIQ. Okay, that's why I kind of gave that as an example. And you can see right here, I was, making drop servicing video. I was getting good views, 4,500, 2,500, etc. And then I started making yoga videos. And you can see right here, I made 55. I got 55 views, 60 views, 30 views, and so forth. So this just shows you that once you start your channel in a specific niche, you do not want to jump to another niche. And then look what happens next. I quit yoga right away. I make a video about that, 160. And then I start making videos about how to make money online, YouTube automation, and that's when my views start to grow again, and that's when they start to increase. So this is something that I learned the hard way. Once you start in a niche, stick to it and do not jump away from it.